All right, guys, I've got nothing but bad news today for CapCut. I'm very confident in the next 6 to 9 months, we are going to see a ban of CapCut. I'm going to be explaining the details here and why I think that's the case. And all of this has to do with the bill that is currently going through Congress. Now, I'm not here to debate whether it's a good idea or not. You guys can do that in the comments section. But what it isn't is a TikTok ban. It's not just saying it's an outright TikTok ban, but what it is, as Time magazine explains here, if the bill is passed, it would make it possible for the president to identify and designate social media platforms under the control of countries considered adversaries to the U.S. as national security threats. If a platform is deemed a national security threat, it would be banned from app stores and web hosting services unless it cuts all ties with the foreign adversarial country within 180 days. And while yes, this bill is focused on TikTok, what a lot of people don't know is that CapCut is owned by the same company, which is ByteDance. So as you can see from this graphic that was on ByteDance's website, you got ByteDance Ltd, and then you have its subsidiaries. So you have Lark Technologies, which is a different company. You have Douyin, which is the Chinese version of TikTok. And then you have TikTok Ltd, which is like the US version of TikTok. And the issue is that the US government is not coming after just TikTok. They're coming after ByteDance and all of the different apps that are on US devices. And if you think that they're not going to come after CapCut because it's not a social media platform, think again. Go into the templates section. If you go into the templates, you can actually like posts, you can comment, you can follow the creators to see more content they post. CapCut has built a social media style thing to it already within the app. And there's already multiple articles talking about how CapCut is already taking massive amounts of user data from the United States. And like I said earlier, the House has already approved of it. Joe Biden has already said if it gets to his desk, this bill, he is going to sign it. All that's left is the Senate to approve it. And I would not see a reason why they wouldn't, seeing how you have both sides, Republican and Democrat, approving this. But it gets even worse. You might say, well, hey, someone's going to buy TikTok and we'll all be saved. That's not the thing. ByteDance isn't selling off everything, okay? The US population that uses TikTok is like 150 million compared to 2 billion users of TikTok, okay? So even still, ByteDance doesn't necessarily need to sell. But even if they tried to sell, China has control of ByteDance, and they are almost certainly are going to refuse, and they've already objected in the past to TikTok being sold off. So even if China somehow approves someone who has apparently billions of dollars, or there's multiple people putting billions of dollars to get TikTok, they are only after TikTok. TikTok is the billion-dollar moneymaker. They're not after all the other companies that ByteDance owns, which includes CapCut. And since CapCut is owned by ByteDance and not owned by TikTok and its company, they are two different entities. And all the people are going after TikTok and want to bring that to the US and save it. They're not after CapCut. So once ByteDance is labeled a security threat, we have 6 months left of CapCut, and then it is going to be banned, just like it was banned in India a couple of years ago. But let's just say the most amazing thing happens and people decide to buy CapCut. Chinese government allows them to sell CapCut, and CapCut stays in the United States. Well, here's the other problem, is that someone else is going to take control of CapCut. I don't know if you guys remember the app Filmic Pro. It was one of the best manual controls app for like iPhones and Androids. You could do manual controls and make things look super cinematic. It was amazing. It was a one-time purchase and you owned it for the rest of your life. Well, guess what? A company bought them out and turned it to a subscription model and started charging users $3 a week or $40 a year to use the app. So even though I paid and I was going to have lifetime access, they changed their payment system and changed up everything and completely wrecked the app. And we have no idea who would be able to buy it, even if that was the possible. If someone was really after it and it did sell, we don't know. They could add a CapCut watermark on at all times. They could decide that they're not going to invest a ton of money into developing all these editing things, and they're just going to take it slow and leave it as it is, so we won't get as many updates. Like, we have no idea what that's going to look like. All we know is it's not going to be the exact same team. And then the other part of it too is they have to rebuild the entire platform back because chances are there are backdoors in the code where China could possibly still get in. So they have to recode everything so that way there are no backdoors to access. If you don't know what a backdoor is, you can kind of look that up and understand that concept. So there even may be the chance that CapCut will disappear and will have to be rebuilt up and then will publish again. So it's really not looking good. The only hope for CapCut is for some reason the Senate doesn't approve it. But like I said, both Republicans and Democrats are on the same page with this, which does not happen very often. I will continue to give you guys updates, so be sure to subscribe to this channel. And also, if CapCut does get banned, I will help you learn editing on a different app and show you what's the next best alternative to CapCut. So if that does happen and you want a new app where you're able to do all the exact same things you can do with CapCut, I'll show you that too. So make sure you're subscribed. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear